Hi everyone, it's Nancy. I'm back with a video. I wanted to show you an idea. It's not my idea. I didn't come up with this idea at all. Somebody else did. I don't know who. I tried to find it, and really hasn't been too many videos done on it that I could find, but maybe you could find them. So if you follow me, you'll know that I just finished Amy from Crafty Cat her 50 stack challenge too, and I use guest checks. And I did finish it. My previous video was a flip through the last 12. Oh my God, I can't think of it. You know, the prompts. I'm sorry, the prompts. The last 12, and I wanted to finish them before I started her new one. 50 stack challenge 3 is like holiday, kind of Christmassy holiday theme. And I thought, I don't know what I wanted. I wanted to try it. I want to do it, but I wanted to do something more smaller, something more simpler. I didn't want to have to come up with an idea to make a piece of ephemera all the time. It's just, I have a lot of other things I want to be working on, but I do want to do this. So what I thought about doing, and I remember seeing, is ink box cards. Now, maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. I have heard of them, but then I never pursued anything on them, and I thought, you know what? I think this would be the perfect time to use this method to do this challenge, because it doesn't take up a lot of time. And once they're made, I mean, you could put them in Happy Mail. You can paper clip them or put them in a pocket in a journal. I mean, they could go anywhere and everywhere, and you can journal on the back. The ideas are many for this type of thing. So if you're not familiar, an ink box card, they say, is the size of a Tim Holtz ink box. I think that's where somebody named it from. So if you know the originator of this, let me know, but I don't know. I couldn't find really anything on it. So if you measure this ink box here, it measures like 3 by 3, okay? And the corners are rounded. So I thought, I'm going to give these a try. So it's 3 by 3, and I want to show you my method for doing this. Now, I love collage. That's probably my favorite part of, journal making, is making collage. So I got out my scrap papers. I have a folder of Christmas scrap papers, and I made some master boards. I'm going to show you these master boards, but I didn't want to cut them up, and you need like 50 for the challenge, right? So this is what I decided to do. I made an array of master boards. I made 2 in like the whites, reds, and greens. And then, or actually I made 3. And then I made one with like wintry blue tones, and then one with neutral. Okay, so let me show you. So what I did, and how I make mine is, I used to get some Daphne Diary magazines, and then I cut them up. I cut them up for journal making. So then there's a lot of pages in there that I don't use for anything. So I save all those pages, and I just use them to collage on. So that's what these are, but you can use anything you have. It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to use up the magazines. So what I did was I got all my scraps out that I already had from last year. I didn't make any new scraps, and I just collaged with these colors. I couldn't even tell you. I think, they're from whatever I used last year to make Christmas journals and ephemera, things like that. So I made a collage on here, and on the back I used one of my favorites, is the vintage lace. And I will link below the shop that I got the digital kit from. It's not coming to me right now, but I will. And so I just collaged pieces of this lace on the back, and that's perfect for journaling. So I made this collage here, and I just love making collage. And then I made this one here, And this one has a little bit of the black and white in it here. I'm almost thinking this might have been from Amy Crafty Cat. Amy from Crafty Cat, one of her Christmas digitals from last year, I'm thinking. And then this here, and I can show you like this here, and on the previous one here. I just took white paper and used Tim Holtz inks and dabbed them on a plastic, spritz them with water, and dipped the white paper in it, and I made my own kind of colored paper here, which I love. And then also you'll see here, and then on my next one I just took some packing paper from Amazon and I splattered it with red and gold paint, acrylic paint. That's all that is, and I love how that looks. So that's in there too. And then I had purchased some coffee dyed paper that had Christmas words and snowflakes on it. If I can remember where I bought that, because I bought that a couple of years ago, I'll see if I can find it. But anyway, that kind of looks nice. And this one, some browns in here. And then they're all backed with this pretty paper back here. So I made 3 of those. And then I said, well, I'm going to make like a winter theme one, like with blues and whites, in case some of the prompts lend themselves to like winter theme. So I just used some ledger, some wintry trees from a digital, things like that. Once again, I backed it with whatever I had. And then I made one of all neutrals. My splattered paper, some of that coffee dyed Christmas, some vintage cookbook page in here, and just some neutral type things. So I made one neutral one. It's backed like this. That was a digital that I had. I want to think this one was from Artie Mays, Andrea Artie Mays, one of her freebies, I believe. But anyway, I made one of those. I made one bluey white wintry one, and then I made 3 of the green, white, and red, and backed them. So what I did was, once I made these, I just squared up, the edges real nice. I put them in my printer, like I laid them on top to make a copy. I laid it on top, made a copy, and then flipped it over to this part, laid that down on the copy, on the window, closed the cover, and split these over, and I made copies. So instead of cutting these up, which maybe, one day I will cut up and make tags, but I just didn't want to cut these up because I loved them so much, So that's what I did. I made copies of the fronts, flipped them, flipped this in the copy machine, and copied this on the back. Once I did that, let me move that to the side. Once I did that, I just cut with my cutter random 3-inch strips, and then cut the strips into 3-inch squares. Took my corner rounder, or whatever kind of corner rounder, and made a bunch of these inkbox cards. Let me show you. So these are all from the red, green, and whites. And what's fun is you turn it over and cut it on this side. So once you cut them all, then you flip them over, and they are so fun to look at. And it was so easy, so easy. So even if you made one of these, you could cut it up and get a whole bunch of different looks. And then if you made one blue and one brown, or whatever colors you like, look at all of these. Aren't these fun? Some are more green, some are more red, some are more neutral. I mean, I just made as many as I felt like making. I think I made 20-ish, 24 of these. But look how fun these are. And they're all different. None are the same because of, cutting them up. So I made a bunch from the red, white, and green. And then these are the ones from the blue. Look how pretty these are. These cut. And I didn't, fussy cut. It's just whatever came out. And some have more white, some have more blue, some have some writing. Aren't those cute? These are fun. And then I made some of the neutrals. And some have more of the recipe, some have more plain. things like that. So I think this is a great idea. It's simple, easy, really fast. It worked up really fast to make this. You make a copy and you have them. You can even make tags like this. Instead of cutting them 3 by 3, you can just make tags and then make a bunch. It's just, think about, it's kind of endless. So after I got them all ready, I have them in my little dollar store container here. So I thought I'd make the first 4 prompts with you that she started out with. And I kind of got things ready. So I'll just give you an idea. Also at this point, I mean, you could stitch around them if you want. I'm going to try not to stitch around them just because I stitch around everything practically, and not everybody stitches or, has a sewing machine. You can even punch holes and do stitching with embroidery thread around them. I'm not saying at a later date I might go ahead and do it, but I'm going to start off simple and just not stitch around anything for now. And I really don't want to even stitch. I'm going to try not to. And then inking, I mean, I ink everything practically too, and I was thinking maybe, I don't know if I want to ink or not, because on the browns I would use like Vintage Photo, no problem there. And then on the red, green, and white ones, you could use Vintage Photo or green or red. I don't know if I want to. And then of course you could find a pretty blue to ink these, and now it would look really nice. But right now I'm just not sure if I want to do the inking and the stitching thing. So let me just show you. So the very first prompt, number 1, was religious figure, whatever that means to you. Okay, so for me, I picked baby Jesus in a manger, and just found this image on Pinterest. I think I just was looking around for something that I thought would work. So I did that, and it's kind of neutrals. So I want to put it on here, and I printed it and just cut it down. It had more of a manger on it, but I just cut it down to get me my focal point. And that looks fine, but I said, we need to do a little more. We need to dress it up. So I was going through my things, and I found I have this tissue paper. It's just like a white tissue with gold dots on it. I think I got it at Hobby Lobby. And I thought, well, let's gussy this little guy up here and put some tissue paper on there. And then maybe I could find some pretty words out of this Tim Holtz sticker book here. So I'm not, doing a lot. I'm just going to do a little. And do I want to ink? I mean, I don't know. I can always ink after. So let's just start getting it down. So I'm going to put on these pieces of tissue. I have my glue book here. I'm going to get my glue stick out, and I'm going to attempt to glue this on. And, it's like easy, fast, gratifying, simple. Wow, I can't even put this little old piece on here. Okay, there we go. Real simple. Let me get my card here. I think it's fine. And I'm going to put this piece down here. Boy, you can even ink around the edges in like gold, or just use gold to enhance it. But I think this little bit of gold here really does the trick. I mean, how easy is that, right? So, and I thought, gosh, when I put my little baby Jesus down, look how pretty that just a little bit of gold paper really adds something, So I think I'm gonna put him on. This is good for me because I love doing something simple and not too involved. There's so many fun things to be working on and making, but I want to do it all. I want to try it all, right? We want to do it all. I said I was in a funk. It seems like a lot of the crafters on YouTube have been in a funk. I don't know what's going on. Something in the water or what? I don't know. But I'm trying to get out of it, and this has gotten me out of it. Working on a little Christmas project in July. I have some fall idea things I want to do because I love fall, I love Halloween, so I'm already thinking about that. But I thought this is perfect. This is just a perfect way to start doing a little bit of something. You can make all of these and, you know, like I said, put them in journals, send them in Happy Mail, whatever. So now I want to put something here. And in these Tim Holtz words here, let me see, what did I think I missed a page. I like this one, The Wonder Light of Heaven. So I think that's perfect for here. I'm going to actually put a little more glue on there, and I'm going to leave it at that. I'm thinking it's simple, and I don't know. I mean, you know, you can enhance it and do more if you want, but just making the collages and cutting them up like this, you already have an absolutely gorgeous background. There's not much more to do, right? So I'm going to put this right here. I put some glue on it. Doesn't have to be perfect. No, I'm not going to make, I know part of me says, go ahead and ink the edges, but no, I'm not going to. So what do you think of that? Isn't that pretty? I mean, you know, I don't think it needs anything more because this is my focal point right here. So prompt number 1, religious figure. There I am. Okay, that's my first one. Let me move. I don't think I need these in the way now. Let me put this right here so you can keep seeing it. Okay, then number 2, the number 2 prompt she pulled was your favorite warm drink. Okay, well, that was easy. So I took one of the red, white, and green cards. With this one had a little black, and I have images. Remember I said I collect the Daphne magazines. I got like 1 year of it. I kind of stop it for a year, and then once I go through those and cut those up and use them, then I might I usually, you know, subscribe 1 more year and wait another year or 2. And so anyway, look through those magazines or any magazine. So I had found this cute little cup of hot cocoa with marshmallows. I have a candy cane. This came from the Daphne Diary magazine. So I love hot cocoa bombs, making them and watching them when you put them in the hot milk, and then they kind of like roll a little, and then you can kind of see it starting to melt, and all of a sudden it just pops open and all that cocoa and those marshmallows come out. I'm like a kid. I just get so giddy when I see that. So anyway, another simple one. So I found some old trading stamps here, and I thought, well, maybe I would put those here just for some interest. And I thought then we could just glue this on here, and then the cocoa I would just kind of glue on top and then cut it there so it looks like it's in the cup. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lay it where I want it. Cut that off. I'll save this little piece for something else maybe. So let me just put a little glue and get this candy cane in the cup. I mean, see how simple these are, but they're like instant gratification to make this, I'll tell you. So easy, and it was so fun to do the collage. And there, I'll let that sit there for a second. So I'm going to glue these trading stamps on. Okay. Just making these little ink box cards are so fun. And I don't even know if I'll put anything else on there. We'll look through that sticker book, see if I find anything. Let me put a little glue here so it sticks to the cup. Okay. Yeah, I wish you'd give it a try. These little cards, they're like the perfect thing to do, like for a challenge when you don't want to invest a lot of, you know, time. This is pretty simple. I'm happy with it. Okay, let's put the cup here. Look how cute that looks. I love it. It's the perfect size for these little guys too. All right, I don't know. Let's just look and see what's in this little sticker book. Words, you can always put some words. See if there's anything about a hot drink on here. Not seeing anything yet. Merriest Season's greetings. And here's some more. Well, oh my gosh, he's got enough of them in this little book, right? I still haven't found one that... Oh, here, how about with good cheer? That one will work. With good cheer. Oh, I like that one. Okay, let's do that. All right. And I'll put it right down here across the bottom of the cup. Isn't that cute? Well, that was number 2, favorite warm drink. Okay, so I'll put that one here. Now, that was prompt 1 and 2 the first week. She pulls 2 prompts every week. Last week, she pulled 3 and 4. Number 3 is dog. Okay, wait till you see this one. This is going to be fun. So I didn't have anything with dogs. So I picked another red and white. Can you see those? Yeah. Okay. I picked another red and white one, and I looked on Pinterest, and I found these cute Scotty dogs, a black one with a red bow and a white one. And oh my gosh, are they the cutest? And so I looked through my red and green and white ones. I picked one that had a little bit of the black on there. And then I have this little cute Santa hat. I was thinking of putting the Santa hat on him. He's looking so endearing to her. I might just cut part of his ear off here because I don't want it to show. Let me just get this part off here. There we go. Because I think I'll get the hat on. Oh, maybe I better cut a little more off. Yeah, this little piece right here. Okay. So I thought we could put the little cute little dogs here. I can put this hat on like that. And then, I don't know what else. Maybe there'll be some cute little stickers here, maybe. Or another word thing. I mean, it doesn't have to be. Let me see what else I have. I have, I don't know if you saw last year, I got these trays at Target. And I have 2 of them. And they have these little compartments. And I put all my my Tim Holtz, oh, this is, got the cover off, gotta fix that. All my Tim Holtz things are in here, which is, it's kind of in a disarray at the moment, actually. I do have to kind of go through it. Maybe cheer will be on there. Let's try that. So we would have to put cheer down first, which would go here. Oh, that's cute. Okay, well, let's do that. Let me put some glue on here. How fun. So I'll put that right here. Right there. I like that little number, but I don't know if I'm going to see it. Okay, then let me glue the hat on so I get the right position for the dog. I'm going to put them to the side. And then let me put some glue on his top of his heads here, just so I can get that hat on just where I want it. Let me get that on there like that. Okay, just like that. All right, now we can glue him on, or glue them on. And then I was thinking too, for the time being, I haven't come up with the idea of what to do yet, but I thought, wouldn't it be cute if you had like a little container or a box, or make a little box to put these in that you can display them in. I thought that would be super cute. Oh, look, isn't that cute? I love it. I love it. I almost want to put a red bow, because even though you can kind of see part of a red bow, I almost want to put a red bow, but I don't know if he has any small stickers of red bow. I'll have to look around. I don't know if I have one in here without taking up too much time. Don't think so. But I will look. I will have to keep looking around and see if I have one. And then if I do find it, I'll put it on there. Okay. So anyway, yeah. I think, oh, I might have one here on this page. Let me see if I can cut one out and see what it looks like. Hold on one second. I'm just cutting out a piece. I have a little bow here. Oh, you know what else I have? I have, anyway, let's see. See if I can cut this out on camera without taking up too much time. But it's kind of fun. I have to tell you, I actually did not put all of my Christmas. I kept one bin and those 2 boxes of Christmas stuff out, mainly the Tim Holtz type stuff, because I said if I feel like working on Christmas during the year, if something catches my eye, I'm going to keep it out, because I have, even though I have a craft room here, one of the extra bedrooms in our home, I have so much stuff I can't store it in here. I just can't. So thank God we have a full basement, and all of my main craft things are downstairs. So if I need it, I have to go down there and get it. Or I have my oldest grandson or my son-in-laws carry the bins up for me. So I did leave like a little bit of Christmas up, and then I left a little bit of Halloween up here, just in case I wanted to work on that. So here's a little red bow. I didn't do such a good job of cutting, but oh yeah, we have to put that on. That looks so cute. It's the perfect size. Let me just get that on there. It's hard to hold this little piece. Yes, this is super cute. Okay, let me get my tweezers here so I can maneuver this better. Feel like I'm operating here. Okay, so let's put that on her, right under her chin. Yeah. Isn't that the cutest? Let me cover my glue. I'm really excited about these Inkbox cards. I think they're super fun. So look at that one. Prompt number 3 is dog. I love it. Just love it. Okay. Now, prompt number 4 is fabric. So, I do have Christmas fabric, but this is what I thought of. And I had made last year some snippet rolls, and I do have a video on this. I will link it below in case you wanted to see it. But I do have some snippet rolls that I made last year, and I put them on a spool. Actually, I made my spool. It is just cardboard tube from like your plastic wrap or foil, and I bought these wooden discs at Hobby Lobby and just inked them up with vintage photo and glued them on. This way I make the spool as tall as I need it for my snippet roll. So I thought, since prompt number 4 is fabric, I'm going to cut a piece of my snippet roll. So I thought this one has color, so I'm going to use one of these beige ones here. Okay, so here's my snippet roll, and I thought we'll just cut a piece of this off and glue it on and call it a day. So here's the beginning, and look, right around at the beginning here, I have this cute little girl and Merry Christmas. So I think what I'm going to do is cut it right here where this word is. How easy is that? I'll tie that back up, and then let's see how this fits. We'll look at that. It fits perfect right on there where I cut it. Yeah, and there's some words up there from the recipe. What more do you need to do with this? And I think I'm going to use my fabric tack glue for this. So let me get that on there. See how fast this was? I mean, I did take a little time to, think about it and fussy cut a couple things, look on Pinterest for a couple ideas, but really that was fun because you're only looking for a small, you're looking for, are you coming out? You're looking for just a small image to fit on a 3x3 card. Hold on one second here. I think I got some. Okay, there we go. So let me get this on. I like these threads hanging off here. I am having a ball doing this. I really am. I think it's great. I don't have to put a lot, but give it some good coverage here. Okay. All right, let me get this on here. Let me get a napkin here. And press down, center it. Well, that was easy, wasn't it? I didn't have to work hard for that because I did the snippet roll last year. And then, you put it on your spool, and it's fun to unravel once in a while, look at, but the whole point, too, is to use it. And here I am. I'm using it. So if you made a snippet roll, get it out and take a piece out of it. Look at, it's already decorated. Ta-da. So this is my start of the hashtag 50 Stack Challenge 3 Holiday Edition by Amy at Crafty Cat USA. So we have number 1, religious figure, number 2, favorite hot drink, number 3, dog, and number 4, fabric. So there I am, and I had a ball doing this. I hope you'll join me. I hope you'll make some collage boards and copy them and cut them up into these 3-inch ink box shapes, and either do this challenge or just do your own thing with them. They're so much fun, and I love how they're turning out. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments, and have a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye.